We're going to continue our class on narrative writing. Today, we're going to look at how I spend my leisure time as a type of narrative writing. At the end of this class, you will be able to produce, organize, and present text which is appropriate to the task. So, what this means is at the end of this class, you will be able to write a narrative essay or narrative writing on how you spend your leisure time. We start by looking at narrative, the meaning, and the features. But before then, there are two types of writing. We have the fiction and then the non-fiction writing. Fiction writing, it's not based on real event. Fiction writing is imaginary, while non-fiction is based on real events or facts. Okay, then examples of non-fiction. For non-fiction, we have examples like letter writing, autobiography, biography, and others. While for fiction, we have um, fairy tales, we have adventure stories, we have fables, and we have myth and legends and other ones. Okay, so what then is narration or narrative writing? What is it all about? First was the first one is narration means the act of storytelling. Narration means the act of telling story. So when you tell a story, it is a form of narration. The purpose of narrative writing is to tell stories. Is to tell stories. And narrative writing can also be fiction, it can also be non-fiction. Okay, so now the features of narrative writing, it is usually written in the first person, I, we, or the third person, he, she, it, they. Now, when we talk of first person, we're talking of first person pronouns or the third person pronouns. Also, it tells story, therefore, it uses active verbs. Because you're telling a story, the verb must be able to convey feelings. It uses time connectives such as later, then, so, thereafter. Connectives are linking words, words that link words together or paragraphs together. Okay, so let's look at a typical example, an example of a narrative. How I spend my leisure time. I have several hobbies. I would like to have more time to spend on them, but I get a lot of homework, especially numeracy. That really takes up a lot of time. My favorite sport used to be swimming. I used to spend a lot of time at my estate swimming pool at weekends. My swimming pool coach is very talented. He taught me how to dive. Now I can dive like a professional swimmer. I do not go swimming so often now. I prefer hill walking. My father has always been a keen hill walker. Last year, he began to take me while going on a hill walk. He bought me some walking boots and backpack. At first, I found it difficult to keep up with that. He kept on having to wait for me to catch up with him. Now that I have had quite a lot of practice, I can go much faster. I love climbing hills. It is great to get to the summit of a hill. We always stop for a while to admire the view if it is clear day. I'm really glad that I took uphill walking. Next, I would like to try rock climbing. Dad says that it's much difficult and dangerous. He said that I cannot try it until I am older. This is time for your classwork. You're going to write a composition about how you spend your leisure time. Okay? Till I see you next week. Have fun. Bye.